Nothing in my life ever came pre-assembled. Every win I earned started in pieces. The early mornings, the late night scraps of courage, the notes I wrote to myself when quitting felt closer than progress. I used to wait for something big to happen, but nothing changed until I learned to build it myself. Some people chase the finish, but I chase the work. The tiny repetitions no one celebrates. The choices that hurt now but matter later. Calluses is my mind, sweat on my plans, hope under my fingernails. This dream isn't delicate, it's hand forged, and so am I. The future doesn't show up finished, it shows up raw. It shows up asking, what are you willing to share? This is my future made by hand, built in real time, sculpted through setbacks, held together by stubborn belief. A future made by hand, not fast, not flawless, but grounded and alive. Every hour I invest leaves fingerprints on the life I'm creating. People only see the final version, the moment things click, the day strength shows. But behind all that are the nights of slow growth, the days of invisible progress, the whispers of don't you dare stop. And maybe that's the truth, the future is a workshop, not a miracle. If someday I stand where I once dreamed, I hope I never forget these rough beginnings, because these are the moments that taught me you don't find your future, you craft it. This is my future made by hand, shaped in sweat, strengthened by failure, signed by resilience. The future made by hand, built slower than pride wants, but faster than fear expected. It's not perfect, but it's mine, and that makes it powerful. So I keep working, 1 mile, 1 page, 1 promise at a time. Tomorrow won't build itself, but my hands are ready. A future made by hand. Some people bloom in sudden light, all at once, loud and bright. You're different, you grow like sunrise, quiet edges, soft colors, light slowly finding its way back to you. And that pace is still beautiful. You don't rush the days, you don't force the rhythm. You listen to your breath, to your legs, to the little voice that says changing slowly doesn't mean you're changing less. Becoming at your tempo, not the world's, not the clock's, just yours. Becoming at your tempo, every quiet mile, every hidden effort is rewriting who you are. You're not behind, you're in tune. You barely moved, but you still showed up. There were nights you almost quit, but something small pulled you forward. Those tiny pulls were girls too, they always counted, even when you didn't notice. You are not late, you're layered. You're learning how to carry more light without burning out. And that takes time. Becoming at your tempo, a soft evolution with strong intentions. Becoming at your tempo, and one day someone will say, "Itsuno mani konna ni tsuyoku natta no." But you'll know you didn't bloom fast, you bloomed right. Keep your tempo, keep your breath, keep becoming at the speed your heart understands.
I tied my shoes the wrong way around, too tight to breathe, too loose to ground. The evening wind was cold and thin, but something urged, just begin. I didn't know the runner's rules, didn't know form or gear or tools. I only knew my restless mind and how it longed to fall behind. Before I knew my pace, I ran with clumsy grace. Didn't care who passed me by, just chased a piece of sky. Before I knew my pace, I trusted every place, every road, both rough and kind, helped me learn my state of mind. The first night felt like borrowed time, a half-won fight, a crooked line. My heartbeat stumbled, breath was thin, still something whispered, try again. I didn't know the power yet of tiny wins I would forget, but even then with trembling stride, a small belief grew up inside. Before I knew my pace, I ran from fear's embrace. Didn't need a finish line, just wanted proof I'd tried. Before I knew my pace, I learned to give myself space, because that night without a guide, I finally heard my quiet pride. Looking back, I see the truth. Strength begins in messy youth. Every stumble, every ache built the courage I now take. Before I knew my pace, I found my starting place. No medals shone, no crowds were near, but courage whispered crystal clear. Before I knew my pace, I found my running face. A simple breath, a timid stride that still runs somewhere deep inside. Not in loud moments, but in the fine print of an ordinary day. In the decision to stand up from a tired chair, to lace up worn out shoes, to breathe deeper, instead of blaming the world for the weight in my chest. Those choices never felt heroic, but they kept me moving when everything else stalled. Some days I read my life like a contract I'm afraid to sign. Too many clauses of doubt, too many rules written by voices that don't know me. But buried in the margins as a page filled with tiny decisions, ones the world never saw. But without them, nothing else would have happened. Courage in small print, written in tired mornings and slow recoveries, in every step taken after disappointment. Courage in small print, the kind that grows where no spotlight shines, the kind that builds you from the inside out. I'm rewriting my story line by fragile line, and each one moves me forward. So tonight I'll trust the smaller voice, the one that doesn't shout but stays. And maybe someday when I look back at who I became, I'll see that it wasn't luck or lightning, just courage written softly but chosen Courage in small print. I didn't know the ground could remember, but it kept the sound of the very first step. I looked too shaky, unsure, bury more than a whisper on the pavement. But somehow that tiny sound learned how to travel farther than I could. It followed me through hours, through years, through every version of myself. I simply waited for me to listen. My goal has a spinning wheel, you know, the kind that turns right when you think you're close enough to touch it. I used to hate that circle, thought it meant I was behind, lagging, broken in some quiet way I couldn't fix. But the more I moved, the more I learned. Loading isn't failing, it's becoming. Some days I inch forward, barely noticeable, like a progress bar, stuck at 23%. Other days I jump without warning, momentum appearing from places I swore were empty. And on the slow days, that's when the real coding happens, when patience does the work, ambition forgets to do. I'm not frozen, I'm processing, there's a difference. Go still loading, but the progress is real, even if the world can't see the numbers move. Still loading, and every quiet try writes another line in the person I'm becoming. I'm not late, just building the version of me that can handle the finish. I used to refresh my whole life, restart workouts, rewrite plans, rebuild confidence like faulty software. But now I know stability grows in the slow updating phase. Strength installs itself one unnoticed moment at a time. And I don't need to rush what's still constructing. If the future could speak, I think it'd say, you're not stuck, you're loading. Don't cancel the download just because it's slow. I'm still loading, but my effort has never stopped running in the background. Loading. Progress is a heartbeat you only feel when you listen close. When I'm ready, the next level will unlock. And until then, this pace is enough. So here I stand, not finished, not wasted, just mid-process. And someday soon, when the bar finally reaches 100%, I'll know exactly why it took this long. Go still loading, and I'm still here, still trying, still updating into someone stronger. Go still loading. Go still I didn't know the rules, didn't know the pace, didn't know how far I was supposed to go. But I moved anyway, clumsy, unsure, with steps that barely made a sound. No badge, no plan, just a quiet maybe I can. And that was enough to start the engine that never really shut off. Some days looked empty, like nothing changed. I thought I'd stop, but inside something kept humming, reorganizing the fragments I left behind. It wasn't progress I could see, but progress that stayed patient until I returned. Every slow day, every skipped a mile, every almost quit moment, they all kept me tethered to the I guess, turned into a pulse that never let me go. I met better days, worse days, and days that had no name. But the first version of me, the brave, the messy one, left the trail warm so I could always find my way back. And now I move not to prove anything, but to honor who I was when I first said go. If I could return to that beginner heartbeat, I'd say you didn't know it then, but you saved me. Your tiny start became my entire map. And maybe that version of me would laugh, because they never knew how loud their quiet courage was. Emotion since the first try, running on echoes of a dream I didn't understand yet. In motion since the first try, not perfectly, not constantly, but endlessly. The journey didn't restart when I came back. It soon continued where my hope had been waiting. So here I am, still moving, still learning, still chasing the promise I made without knowing. Motion since the first try, still in motion tonight. I showed up with no idea how real runners breathe or pace somehow. My shoes were wrong, my stride was wild, but courage whispered like a child. The road was wide, my lungs were tight. I wasn't built for speed or height, but something in that shaky start knocked softly on my rusty heart. Yeah, 'cause I'm a level 0 runner. No badges, no number, but every clumsy step I take turns fear into a choice I make. Yeah, I'm a level 0 runner, a slow but stubborn stunner. Before I ever learned to fly, I'm proud of how I even tried. I didn't know what form to keep. My breath was loud, my rhythm cheap, but every awkward tap of ground was proof my dreams made subtle sound. People say you'll get there soon, but I was racing with the moon, learning that the smallest start can renovate a tired heart. I'm just a level 0 runner, but doubt's a poor outrunner. It can't keep up when I insist to show up even when I miss. Still a level 0 runner, but hope's my secret thunder. Even if I crawl tonight, I'm moving toward a different life. If someday I reach level 1, I'll still remember where I'm from. The night I almost stayed inside, but chose to meet my weaker side. Forever a level 0 runner. That start will pull me under. The fear that says I shouldn't try, because my answer still I'll try. Yeah, level 0 runner. The title makes me braver. Every mile from here to then begins the same way. Start again.
Some upgrades don't make noise, they don't flash, don't notify, don't announce themselves. They just sink quietly into your system. Every breath, every mile, every choice to show up, even when no one sees. That's future strength loading in the background. My body remembers remembers pieces of who I'm trying to become. A little steadier, a little braver, a little kinder to the person in these shoes. Progress doesn't always move forward, sometimes it circles, pauses, or buffers. But even buffering is a form of becoming. And I remind myself, just because it's quiet doesn't mean it's empty. Quiet is where potential grows teeth. Loading future assets, all the strength I need, installing slowly under the surface. Loading future assets, every slow day is downloading something I'll use later. One day the progress will reveal itself, not suddenly, but faithfully. The miles I ran half-hearted, the nights I nearly skipped, the mornings I barely moved. Those moments didn't disappear, they cached themselves in the corners of my effort, waiting to activate when the dream gets heavier. Nothing is wasted, it's just waiting for the right version of me. When doubt whispers, I whisper back, let me load at my pace. Every runner, every dreamer, every fighter has a different download speed. Loading future assets, strength I haven't met yet is already on the way. Loading future asset, when the world sees what I build in silence, they'll call it sudden, but I'll know the truth. All of it was earned quietly, so I'll keep moving. Sometimes buffering, sometimes sprinting, always thinking with the person I'm becoming. Future assets, loading in peace. Loading in peace. I feel it sometimes, a quiet pressure in my chest, like a locked door humming behind a wall of who I am now. Not open yet, not closed either, just waiting for the version of me strong enough to turn the handle. And on the days I move slowly, I remind myself, not every upgrade shows on the surface. There's a build happening in the background, a silent gathering of strength, breath, courage, repetition, every unfinished try, every not today, but soon is adding to the architecture of the next stage. Levels don't unlock through force, they unlock through readiness, and readiness grows quietly in the hours no one else measures. Next level pending, but the progress is real, running under the surface like a second heartbeat. Next level pending, I'm not stuck, I'm sinking with the strength I'm building. When the moment comes, the door will open, not because I forced it, but because I've become the one who can walk through. Sometimes I mistake stillness for failure, but stillness is just the body catching up to the dream. And every slow week, every gentle mile, every path that chooses healing over ego, those are the moments that create durability, the kind of power that doesn't crack when things get real. If the future whispered anything, I think it would say you're closer than you think. Don't rush the door, it's unlocking in your favor. Next level pending, the loading bar may inch, but inching is still becoming. Next level pending, and when the world finally sees the change, I'll know I earned every pixel of it, because the quiet work always finishes. it's not a word, it's a promise.
The screen is dark, the world's asleep, but promises are what I keep. No signal bars, no words online, still your echo runs through mine. The streets are dim, the city's slow, yet I can feel your afterglow. A message sent in days gone by still whispers when I pass the sky. Offline encouragement, silent but permanent. No network, still I feel you near. A presence louder than I hear. Offline encouragement, invisible yet evident. It's in the calm, the air, the rain that says you're strong enough again. You taught me faith without a fee, to listen more, to scroll my need. Even when our words are few, my heart's been updated by you. And in this quiet I can tell, support's not likes, it's where we fell. Each stumble shared, each unseen climb becomes the rhythm of our time. Offline encouragement, where silence feels content. No metric, still the meaning grows, where only real connection flows. Offline encouragement, our data sentiment. We sink in ways that don't depend on signals, just the will to mend. Airplane mode, but heart online. Messages between the lines. You won't read this yet, you'll know. Your strength still helps me go. Offline encouragement, eternal innocent. Through quiet screens and sleepless nights, you're there beyond the satellites. Offline encouragement, my silent instrument. Even when the world's unsigned, your faith uploads into mine. You said it once and time stood still. A single breath the world could feel. It wasn't loud, it wasn't long, but it became my lifelong song. Through every storm, through every fall, that echo carried through it all. When doubt was louder than belief, your voice became my small relief. One line forever, it stays inside. Through the quiet tears I try to hide. Every scar, every mile I run, still sings the words you gave me once. One line forever, it lights my way. A voice I hear when I lose my faith. You said it once, and that's enough to make me rise again with love. The city sleeps, the night feels wide, but your words walk right by my side. A melody I can't forget, a promise I haven't kept yet. I've told those words to someone new, the same way they once came from you. If they can feel what I once knew, then maybe they'll start living too. the pain. Every path that I've walked through still finds its way back home to you. One line forever, it's what I breathe. A quiet vow you left with me. You said it once and that was love. One line forever, that's enough. The same alarm, the same old road. Another run, another load. The world still sleeps but I restart. Routine rewinds my beating heart. No one cheers, no camera flash, just shoes that meet the morning splash. 1,000 days, the same refrain, but that's how progress learns my name. Routine sounds like progress to those who truly know. It's quiet work, relentless flow, the sound of growth in stereo. Routine sounds like progress, though no one claps along. Each repeat makes the week more strong and turns the grind into a song. I used to crave the finish line, but now I love the daily climb. The little wins, the steady gain, the peace that hides inside the pain. It's not about how fast I go, it's how I move when winds don't blow. Each sunrise hums, each breath reminds the masterpiece is made in time. Routine sounds like progress, no hype, no need for fame. Consistency repeats my name. The beat of effort's endless key becomes my private symphony. Routine sounds like progress, and maybe that's the point. While others rest, I realign. Routine rewires the soul's design. Perfection's just a rumor's breath, but rhythm saves me from regret. The road's not new, but I'm brand new. Each day refines what I pursue. Routine sounds like progress, a melody of slow. It plays where only dreamers go. No stage, no lights, no grand confess, just quiet proof of fearless steps. Routine sounds like progress, forever on repeat. The echo lives beneath my feet, and when the world forgets to guess, I'll still sound like progress. Ha 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 ha. I took a step so small tonight, it barely echoed in the light, but something sparked beneath my feet, a quiet flame with steady heat. My breath was short, my pace unsure, but one thing still felt strong and pure. The will to try, the urge to move, the hope that I had yet to prove. Small start, big energy, that's how it grows in me. A tiny step, a trembling stride, but fire's burning deep inside. Small start, big energy, enough to set me free. I don't need speed to be alive, I need a heart that wants to rise. I felt the doubt inside my chest. It asked me why I chase my best, but I've been tired of standing still. I wanna meet my hidden will. The world moves fast, I move slow, but roots don't rush when flowers grow. And somewhere in my careful pace, I'm learning strength is not a race. Small start, big energy, it's slow build chemistry, the kind of spark that won't burn out, born from every quiet doubt. Small start, big energy, the rhythm of becoming me. I'm moving even see. Every mile that waits ahead was lit by steps I once called weak. Small start, big energy, the truth that carried me. Greatness isn't born from speed, it rises slow from tiny seeds, tiny seeds, tiny seeds in leaves.
I remember the day it started. Not dramatic, not loud, just a decision whispers somewhere between doubt and daylight. I didn't know the world would shift with that small shaky yes. I didn't know a single step could echo for years. Back then my courage was borrowed, my pace uneven, my heart beat louder than my confidence. But something in me cracked open, not pressure but possibility. And the road I feared became the place that learned my name. I left that version of me behind, but she never stopped moving. She kept the challenge alive so I could pick it up today. The challenge still running through every mile I take, through every breath that shakes but keeps going. The challenge still running. The challenge still running. Sometimes I wanna tell her, the one from years ago, hands trembling on her first start line. You didn't fail, you set something in motion bigger than your fear. Because every finish I've reached was a promise she made before she even believed it. If time could loop, I'd run beside her, match her shaky pace. Tell her the truth, you won't always feel brave, but you'll always keep going. And someday this moment will still be running your life in the best possible way. The challenge still running, past the tears, past the detours, past every night I almost gave it up. The challenge still running, somehow it's stronger than the doubts that try to outrun me. What began as a tiny try has become the reason I rise again. So I run today with all courage in my pocket, with future hope in my lungs. The challenge didn't fade, it grew legs, found rhythm and kept running until I could catch up. Challenge still I didn't plan for much today, just tie my shoes the same old way. Another run the same old road, a quiet fight with my own load. But halfway through I heard my name, called out in a familiar way. A friend who used to pass with ease looked surprised you're keeping speed. The breath I took felt different than a mix of pride I'd never met. Their simple words, a casual tone, lit something warm I thought was gone. I used to run where no one saw, where doubt and fear would keep me small. But this time someone saw my stride and something shifted deep inside. The day they noticed me, a quiet victory. I didn't win, I didn't shine, but someone said your pace is fine. The day they noticed me,
wiped away a hidden fear. I kept on running, legs still weak, but now my mind could finally speak. You've grown a bit, don't brush it off. You earned that voice, you earned that nod. I remember nights I ran alone, the ones where progress never showed. But all those miles I thought were lost came back today to hug my thoughts. My steps fell straighter on the road, my breathing found a lighter mode. It wasn't speed that made me rise, it was the warmth in someone's eyes. The day they noticed me, my doubt began to flee. A single phrase, a passing smile carried me another mile. The day they noticed me, I ran more honestly, because that voice along the way told me, hey, you're okay. And maybe growth is built this way, not loud or bright, but day by day. Not from the cheers we aim to earn, but from the echoes that return. The people who just happen by, who see the change we can't describe. They help us notice who we've been and who we're finally turning into. The day they noticed me, I found my clarity. Not perfect yet, but strong enough to face tomorrow's harder stuff. The day they noticed me became my guarantee that even when it's hard to see, my steps are shaping who I'll be. And as I cool down in the breeze, I keep that voice inside of me. A simple line I won't forget: you've changed, don't stop just yet. Words left to explain the lessons carved by gentle pain. No need to shout, no need to prove. In quiet I found my groove. They ask for signs, for proof, for sound, but peace is where my strength is found. While noise fades out and echoes break, my silence learns what hearts can't fake. The silence that speaks knows every scar I've earned. It whispers truth in softer tones from every page I've turned. The silence that speaks doesn't need applause. It's where I met myself again and made peace with my flaws. When voices fade, I still remain, breathing slow inside the rain. Growth is quiet, soft and kind. The loudest changes live inside. Every word I never said became a prayer in my head. No need to rush, no need to scream. Some dreams are built in between. The silence that speaks carries the sound of grace. It's where I face the parts of me I once tried to erase. The silence that speaks still hums beneath my skin, even when the world grows loud. I listen from within. Let them talk, let them run my races with the rising sun, because the quiet taught me this: strength begins where noise won't fit. The silence that speaks is louder than applause. It's every failure turned to faith and every doubt it caused. The silence that speaks still echoes through the night. No spotlight can compete with this. A voice made out of light.
I used to hide the parts of me that didn't look complete, the half-built built habits, unsteady confidence, dreams that shook when I spoke them out loud. But somewhere in the trying, in the nights I kept rewriting the same promise to myself. I learned something softer. Growth isn't quiet, and becoming isn't clean. It's messy on purpose. The world loves finished stories, the moment of success, the polished victory, the highlight reel. But no one sees the pages where doubt was the only witness, where the first steps crack, where the courage trembled, where I stood alone, choosing to keep going without applause. Yet that's where I found a version of me worth believing in. I'm not done, and that's the most honest thing I've ever said. I'm a work in progress, proudly. Not perfect, not finished, but growing with intention. I'm a work in progress, proudly. Every flaw a footprint, every stumble a blueprint for the next brave step. This journey isn't polished, but it's mine, and that's enough to keep moving. I've broken down in the middle of practice, quit halfway only to start again at dusk. But each restart was proof of something real, not weakness, but devotion. Because the ones who rise slowly rise with roots, and the ones who stay imperfect stay human enough to keep trying. If someday I meet the finished version of me, I hope they remember every version before. The tired one, the scared one, the stubborn one who wouldn't give up even when progress felt invisible. I'm a work in progress, proudly learning strength that doesn't shout. I'm a work in progress, proudly growing in the quiet, building in the dark, arriving in my own time. I'm a work in progress, proudly learning strength that doesn't shout. I'm a work in progress, proudly growing in the quiet, building in the dark, arriving in my own time. The world can wait, I'm moving at the speed my heart can handle. So here's to every unfinished part of me, the draft lines, the shaky beginnings, the hope that survives the doubt. I'm not done, and I don't need to be. I'm a work in progress, proudly, unapologetically, and still becoming. Everyone talks about speed like it's the whole story, but the truth is some people grow in quiet updates, soft patches, and noticed improvements that don't show up on any leaderboard. You've been loading progress at your own frequency, and there's still progress. Some days install fast, legs light, breath steady, mind focused. Some days the signal drops, the world lags, your body asks you to slow down. None of it is failure, it's all part of the download. You don't need the fastest connection, wherever you're going, you just need consistency and the courage to stay locked in. Your pace downloads recognize yourself. Keep going, the surface